Hey guys, we will be continuing the series. There's a second life after this one, an eternity. But I thought I'd mention this. So today at youth church, I went there to go worship God. I'm on worship team, and so I was playing the keys. To cut it short, I wasn't able to connect immediately to God. And I came back home just now and I'm asking God, why couldn't I connect to you like that quickly? Why didn't I just click in? Why didn't we click? And he reminded me about the analogy of how God is a king. Like, say you're sitting in a room speaking to people, yeah, and then the president of a high country comes into the place, and you're speaking to the person like, oh yeah, but they suddenly go quiet. Then you turn back, and you're like, oh, that's the president. You go quiet too, and you respect him, and you get up and you greet him, right? That's one of the analogies that God reminded me of how he's a king, because he is. But here's the thing, before coming into his presence, I wasn't preparing myself spiritually. I just went into it casually. And I expected the king to acknowledge me with his presence when I wasn't acknowledging him. So I thought about it like this. I was about to go speak to a king like the president, and I just went out for a quick drink, spoke to friends, laughed. I didn't even wear a suit or dress up properly. And then I go to the king and say, oh, king, I worship you, I honor you, and I'm just like that, a bit drunk. And then I'd expect the king to acknowledge me there when I wasn't even acknowledging him firstly. Think of it like this, the king is so nice, right? So he doesn't get angry that you just came into his presence, like, oh, you didn't even wear good clothes, you just came in like that into his palace, really? But he's like, come on, why is it like this? You didn't even prep. And then you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, king. Please forgive me and don't leave. Please just stay. And I acknowledge your presence in this room. And then yeah, he's like, okay, it's all right, it's okay. And now after all of that apology and forgiveness, and finally you guys can start talking. So I realized that's why I didn't click immediately with God. Because I didn't prepare myself to enter his presence. You see, God is a friend, but he's also sovereign. Google says sovereign means a supreme ruler. So you can't just go into the presence of a supreme ruler without preparing yourself. And I learned from that. I'm going to prepare myself to go into God's presence whenever I'm going to worship in church. It's always about what happens indoors before it goes outdoors. Hope you learned something from that too. God bless.